While they look great, having a hardtop does have some limitations when it comes to the Jeep's open air experience. However, this Bestop Sunrider for factory hardtops in Black Diamond will be a great solution to that issue in your 2018 or newer JL Wrangler. This will completely replace the Freedom panels with a mini soft top that you can open whenever you want, giving you the best of both worlds in your Jeep with Freedom in the front while keeping the heavy and big part of the hardtop that you probably don't want to take off on the back of your Jeep. Now that's great if you like the hardtop, whether it's for the look or the function, but you wish you could experience that open air feel a bit more often without having to wrestle the Freedom panels and taking time to store them safely. With this, you can just pop it open and enjoy that topless feel while keeping a sense of security that you can secure it back down in the event of bad weather. Now, like I mentioned, this is going to be a complete replacement for the Freedom panels in the front. It's going to be fully functional and fully weatherproof, so it's not like a bikini top or a mesh top. This is going to seal to the sides with the included door surrounds and with a clamp on the back, so it'll seal to the hardtop. Now, whenever you want that open air feel, all you have to do is unlatch these from the header. They have very easy spring-loaded latches that hook into the footman loops, just like the factory, and then you'll just push the top back easily thanks to the cable-assisted construction. Now it's going to sit on the front of the hardtop just like this, and you'll even get straps in the kit that will hook around here to make sure that it's not going to bounce around while you're driving. Now, in the event of bad weather, all you have to do is just fold it closed, clamp it down, and then you're all good to go. Now, all of that will eliminate the need to keep space open in the cargo area on nice days in case you want to take those Freedom panels off, leaving them at home, or leaving yourself at risk of being uncovered in bad weather. And it's going to reduce the damage of the expensive top, considering that you're not going to have to constantly take them off and put them back on. This is going to be an easy, everyday solution that can stay on your Jeep at all times. This will have a high quality 28-ounce Black Diamond vinyl material, just like the factory soft top, so it's going to hold up to the elements and resist damage from tough UV rays over time. This will also come with a tough steel frame and a durable heavy-duty plastic and steel header that will be pre-installed on the system, so you don't have to worry about putting it together, making install a breeze. The kit will come with everything you need in order to install it, including the door rails, the knob, brackets, and the tie-down straps, which are all made of tough and high-quality materials and boast an OE style fit. This will be roughly $850, and for the function and quality that this offers, I think that that's well worth the price point. This is definitely in a world of its own compared to other top solutions, thanks to its flexibility and the well thought out design that it offers, considering the ability to have a soft top in the front and keeping the big bulky hard top in place in the back. I think if you're in search of an easy to use and easy to love solution to get that open air feel in your Jeep, this is a great option to consider. Install will be a 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, and honestly, it should only take you an hour, including getting this out of the box, in order to get it done with some very basic hand tools. However, at this point, we can head over to our shop and check out a detailed breakdown on our JL here, so you can have an idea of how to put this onto your JL at home. That's going to wrap it up for my review. Let's go ahead and get into the install.
The tools you'll need for this project are a flathead screwdriver, a T40 Torx bit, the supplied Loctite, and optionally a torque wrench.
Hi everyone, today we're installing a Sunrider top on our Wrangler, so let's get started by watching a short video on how to uninstall the Freedom panels. We're going to start on the driver's side first. First thing we're going to do is push our sun visor down to the windshield and then release this front latch here simply by pulling down on the handle. Once we've got that done, then we can go ahead and release the latches on the front and the rear, and one over here in the corner next to the seat belt. Once you've got that done, we can just push this up and push it out of the way. And now you can repeat that same process for the passenger side. So the first thing we need to do is attach our cables that are included in the top to our door rails. And then we need to attach our door rails to our header panel. Now these are side specific, so we have a driver side rail and a passenger side rail, and they are labeled on them. And the one that ends in a 21 is for the driver side, and the one that ends in 20 is for the passenger side. So what we have to do is attach our cable for the top back here on our rail for each side. And to do that, we're going to be using this little barrel screw and connector. Really hard to see because they're really small. So we're going to put this screw through the cable end and then put the barrel side into the door panel. Now the system comes with some Loctite, and they do recommend that you put a drop of Loctite on the screw before you insert it into the barrel end. Now, because we're not doing this as a permanent addition to our vehicle, we will not be using the Loctite. We do want to be able to get this apart when we're done. So now we're going to take the barrel end of our connector and insert it through the cable like so from the outside, and then that is going to go into the hole on the front side of the door trim. So once we've got that in place, then we can go ahead and attach the screw to the other side, and then using our flathead screwdriver, go ahead and tighten that down. Yeah, once we've got that tight, we can go ahead and insert our arm onto our header. As you can see on our header, we've got 2 alignment pins and 2 holes to be able to put our bolts through. So we're going to go ahead and line up our holes, making sure, of course, that the end of our door arm goes in front of the header, and then it sits on top like so. Then we can use the 2 20mm bolts, put those into the header through the door panel, and then using a T40 Torx bit, we'll go ahead and tighten those down. Now, one note of caution is you do want to make sure that you're doing this by hand, because you only need about 4.5 foot-pounds of torque to tighten these down. So you don't want to over tighten it. Now you can repeat this whole process for the passenger side. And with our cables and door rails attached, we can go ahead and get this set on the vehicle. For this, you are going to need a buddy. So let's go ahead and just set this up there, making sure, of course, that these clamps are on the outside of the door. Now there's a couple things that you need to make sure of once you get this set inside like this. One is that the front edge of the door rail fits inside the window seal up front. You also need to make sure that that clamp goes down underneath the sport bar. Once you've got that in place, then you can make sure that your holes line up. You've got 2 holes here that we're going to be putting a bolt through. So you need to make sure that those line up correctly. Once you're sure of that, then we can go ahead and insert those bolts. Now with our door rail sitting flush on the top of the sport rail, we'll go ahead and take one of our long bolts with a washer attached, insert it through the bottom of the clamp piece here, and push it up inside. Now this is going to screw into the fitting on the top of the door rail. And once you've got it started, go ahead and use your T40 Torx bit Make sure that it's started good. And then for the rear, we're going to take one of these bezel spacers, put it on another one of the long bolts, and that's going to go in through this back hole. Once you've got that started, go ahead and tighten that down with your T40 Torx bit. Now keep in mind, you're only tightening these down to about 4.5 foot-pounds, so don't over-tighten them. Now once you've got one side done, you can go ahead and repeat this process for the other side. And now we can install our rear bracket here. And you want to make sure that the long side of the bracket is facing down, where you can see the logo correctly up top. And what we'll do is we'll just slide this into this top of the header here, making sure that this tab here slips inside the hole on top of the top, and then the other two will go underneath the brackets already on the vehicle. Now, once you've got that in place, you can go ahead and use the two 20mm bolts to secure it to the top. We'll get our bolts started by hand, and then we'll use our T40 Torx bit to tighten it down. All right, now that we've got everything secure, we can go ahead and close our top, make sure everything works right. And to do that, all we have to do is reach up in the middle of the top, pull it forward, and then pull it down, and the clamps that we have to secure it to the front, just pull those down and push in on the center of the hook, and then just lift it up. Do the same thing for the other side. It's now latched in place, and your installation is now complete. Now, the kit also comes with a couple of tie-down straps. You shouldn't need these unless you are doing some serious off-roading and bouncing around a lot. But if you want to put these on, all you have to do is open them up. They are hook and loop. Slide it underneath the bottom arm and behind this little hook here on the upper arm, and then fold it over like so. And there's one for the other side as well, and that should keep it from bouncing up and closing as you're going off-roading. And that wraps up our review and install of the Bestop Sunrider for factory hardtops with the black diamond material for your 18 and newer Jeep Wrangler JL. Thanks for watching, and remember, for all things Wrangler, keep it right here at ExtremeTerrain.com.